Picture a child working long, dangerous hours as a chimney sweep or a coal miner, with barely a moment to rest or play. I'm Peyton Gernard, and today we're going to dive into child labor in the 1800s. We'll explore what life was like for these young workers, the grueling conditions they faced, and which jobs were the harshest of all. Along the way, we'll uncover how this widespread system shaped childhood families and the fight for labor fee forms that would come later. We're joined the by Aiden Bruce, a historian and critic of child chimney sweeping, who will let us tell us about the dangers of chimney sweeping.
Crawling through pitch black, narrow chimneys covered with coal soot, poor nutrition, and sickness, along with horrible working conditions. This is the day to day life of a chimney sweep. I argue that I argue the worst job that children had in the Victorian era was a chimney sweep. I do because most of them died, had horrible working conditions, and often got very sick. Firstly, many chimney sweeps, while traversing the chimney, would get stuck and die. Secondly, they had horrible working conditions. They had to squeeze into tight chimneys, getting covered in toxic coal soot. Many chimney sweeps had to sweep the chimney while the fire was still burning. When chimney sweeps got stuck, they sent another to rescue them, often resulting in both of their deaths. Lastly, toxic coal soot, which they were covered in daily, caused breathing problems, testicular cancer, and many other types of cancer. I argue being a chimney sweep was the worst job in the Victorian era.
I argue that coal miners had the worst job because they had to sit on small wooden chairs in tight rows and had to pick out sharp coal from. They had to sit in small rows and pick out sharp coal off the ground. And sometimes the tread would rip off their fingers, and it was super dark, so they couldn't see. And they were often starved and got really sick. And they also got no pay.